Alright, my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're checking out Avatar running on the PlayStation 5 Pro. I was sitting at the family's house, and we're sitting there doing our freaking Thanksgiving thing, and I start seeing one after another people freaking bagging on this freaking game. And, man, I have had this game on PC since the freaking day it launched, and this is a very heavy game. We're gonna leave HDR off for this just because we're recording. Oh, button layout, yeah, all of that looks good. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this. Combat challenge medium is good. I kind of like the exploration, so we'll do that. I don't really play this game for hardcore, but we're looking at like PSSR. It's in the game. Let me get you guys some sound on this bad boy. Let me make sure we got her set up. Yeah, we should have some sound on there. Oh yeah, yep. We got the sound. We got the sound coming through. Yeah, we got it. Okay, I just couldn't see the bar. So everybody's saying that this one looks terrible with PSSR. It's in the game. PSSR. It's in the game. Snowdrop engine. So guys, if you haven't know a lot, this Snowdrop is actually a pretty freaking... It's pretty taxing, man. And this game has ray tracing in it from the get-go. So, like, there's no way to turn off the ray tracing on this game. Even on the console... I'm looking at this on an LG C2 OLED C2, so we're looking at it in 4K on a 4K display. So far, the overall image quality just in this is actually looking quite good to me. It looks clean, it looks crisp. Obviously, there's some dense fog going on. Not that big of a deal. I mean, not anymore, anyways, but. Check my benefits. Ooh, close. Oh, wait. I wonder if my thing is... oh, yeah, I should be able to transfer me save. Okay. Excite. Close. Alright, select my game. Yeah, so cool. I can jump right into my game. I'm so happy. This is as far as I've gotten in this, man. I had so many saves in the beginning of this freaking game, dude. I was just like, oh my gosh. Because I was trying to play it on the Xbox, and then I was redoing the thing over and over again. This is the one save that I made it far enough. I just got so burnt out with doing benchmarks on Avatar. Okay, wait a minute. So we're saying this game looks terrible? So we're saying this one looks bad. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, I don't know what to believe anymore because I feel like everybody's just out there to trash everything and make things look terrible or say they're terrible. This is not bad at all. This actually looks very, very nice. Huh, for a PlayStation 5. Let's be real. The PlayStation 5 Pro is essentially, the spec-wise, is anywhere between a 1080p, high-end 1080p, and 1440p spec-wise. That's basically what the PlayStation 5 Pro is. I am looking at this on a 4K display. Let me see. Is there like modes for this game, or is it like, let's see if it's like, okay, motion blur. Let's turn that off. So it looks like it just has the one setting. Just like. Oh yeah, we want the fog blur off, and then the dither fade. Smooth fade, dithered fade. On. All right, so we'll just look at that real quick and see how that looks. The menu looks nice. That looks nice. What are we talking about, my friends? I mean, obviously it's not a locked 60 frames a second. I am receiving I am receiving frame drops, but man, I've seen this on a 78 or 7800 XT. I've seen this on a 7600 XT. I've seen this on 4070, 4070 Super, 4080 Super, 7900 XT, 7900 XTX. Yeah, I've seen this on multiple freaking GPUs now, and this actually looks fairly decent. Did you see that going on in there? That was freaking pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, obviously the frame rate is definitely a little not perfect. It looks like we're dropping into like the 40s pretty regularly. I mean, I can literally feel that. Yeah, get away from me, you little weird looking turtle things. I don't know, guys. I don't think this looks bad at all. The only thing though is like obviously the frame rate is not perfect. But I mean, you do get the ray tracing in here too, and this is the Snowdrop engine. Like this is a fairly fairly heavy engine. That's the only thing I can really see the problem with this is, you know, obviously the frame rate. I mean, obviously it is set to 60 FPS, obviously, but you can just tell by the jitter every once in a while that it does drop frames. A little bit of screen tearing too, so. Yeah, I don't know, guys. That's what I don't get, man. It's like everybody is. It almost feels like everybody's working overtime to bring down the PlayStation 5 Pro. And to tell you the truth, this looks better than the Series X. Significantly better. This looks pretty clean on a 4K display. I mean, if I was to pull this out and look at it, guys, if I'd never seen a PC and I bought this game and I was playing this, I'd be like, whoa, man, that's 4K. That looks absolutely incredible. If I was just, you know, a regular freaking casual gamer, I would think this was 4K. I would look at this and I'd be like, yeah, that looks 4K because that looks pretty sharp. That looks pretty clean. That doesn't look bad at all. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you look down out there into the trees and stuff, and obviously you can see that those are definitely lower resolution. Like out here in the trees out there, those look 1080p. I mean, those look 1080p for sure. But I mean, when you're looking like right here at this bush right here, the outline, everything looks sharp. It looks crisp. It looks clean to me. So I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what part of this game. I didn't watch anybody's video. I just seen the. I've just seen the what are they called? The titles of their videos, and it just seems like all the usual suspects are doing everything they can to protect NVIDIA's DLSS or try to make this look bad. Or maybe it's just they're trying to hate on Ubisoft. Who knows, man? Maybe that's what it is. So I just paid another $30 for this game. It was on sale. It was like $32 after you know, yeah. So I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I could easily play this on here. This looks fine. Easily play this. Let's see what we got over here. So this is that little freaking thing right here. This looks fine. Oh, those guys right there are getting agitated. Agitated. I mean, obviously it's got some lower settings for sure. Like this is probably, I would say this is what, like medium settings for like PC or whatever. This looks pretty close to medium settings. You get the breakup for the shadows and stuff over there. Obviously, like the draw distance and the vegetation and stuff is definitely a little bit lower. But the overall, guys, like this feels pretty good to play. I mean, it feels decent. Wow, see, I don't know, man. This just feels like everybody's doing everything they can to really take down or create strife or create it's almost like it's designed to create doubt in PlayStation 5 Pro. I don't understand it, dude. If this was a new Xbox, with freaking with whatchamacallit. Oh dang, I didn't know I could get up here. Hell yeah. That's cool. I like being up here. I wonder if I could get on that. No, that looks like it would break, huh? Because it doesn't even look... Is that attached? It's like straight right there. You see that line? It's like straight. See, if this was a new Xbox, I would be happy about that too, because it would be upgrading my games, upgrading my old games. Obviously, the inclusion of... Let me get a little bit closer and look. Yeah, I mean, it looks like upscaled 4K to me. And it looks fine. I mean, does it look perfect? No. But does it look horrible? Abso-freaking-lutely not. This looks just fine. This looks clean. It looks good. I don't see why everybody... I don't get it, man. It doesn't make sense to me. Why is everybody out for the PlayStation 5 Pro? Alright, let me see if I can turn on the... we're going to turn on HDR. Screen calibration. Calibrate it. Okay. Big. Hey, and look at that. Whew, boy, that adds a little bit more pop to it. That definitely adds a little bit more pop to it. Whew. But I'm going to turn it off because the last time I tried to record a video, guys, with HDR on, it came out like really bad. So we'll turn that off. Oh wait, but let's do the one thing though. So it's off, but we're going to turn brightness. So that one's barely visible. That should fix it and make it look pretty decent for us. Oh yeah. Oh sure. Yeah, honestly guys, if I was playing this, so okay, you know what I think it is, honestly? Okay, so you see like the bush line out here. If you look at that bush liner right there, okay? So everything from say this log right here back to me looks pretty clean. Obviously, ooh, you know what? Look at that. Let me do one more thing real quick, guys. Cause I had that just set at screen calibration. I think this was set at what, 20 or something? 20. Okay, yeah, so that there right there. So when you look at those bushes right in there, all of that looks like it's pixely crawly. Like it looks crawly. I would say from maybe about this piece of wood right here, that looks okay right there. Obviously this vegetation right here and stuff, like you can kind of see it like crawling and stuff. Let's get down here though. So, but everything in my view, looks pretty decent. So, okay, I see what they're talking about now. I definitely see what they're talking about. It didn't start dawning on me until I got into like this heavier area with the shade, like the way the shade is starting to hit the trees and stuff. Once I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, I see exactly what they're talking about. Okay, yeah, I see what they're talking about. I see why they are nitpicking this game. And like, it makes sense. I get it. I get it. But do we have to be such snobs about it? Ooh, yeah. So that fog with the... I don't necessarily think it's the freaking... I think it's the fog, guys. I don't think it's like the bushes and stuff, because when you look at the trees, they actually look good, but the fog... I think it's the fog. Because when you're not looking at fog... Wait a minute. Okay, let's go back to that other area where I was at. We need to get back to like a broad daylight or something. Wait, can't we just like fast travel over there? Let me travel over here. I'm sorry, guys. I just kind of feel like people are being overly negative over PS5 Pro. And like when I first loaded into this, like, okay, see, like this right here looks good again. Like this looks clean. I'm not, yeah. So, man. Okay, I think it's just certain stuff. I think so we run out here. And I look, okay, so look, now you look at the tree levels and stuff, and they look pretty good. Obviously, the ones in the back are going to look a little bit more blurry or like 1080p or whatever. But all of this stuff right through here, this all looks pretty dang clean.
Who are you? You there. Come, quickly now.
I don't need to talk to you right now. Like, overall, guys... I see what they're talking about. I get it. To tell you the truth, though, I don't really think it looks horrible. I feel like that's the fog, man. I feel like the fog is making it look like you can kind of see like the... Yeah, it's not always like that. It doesn't always look like that. It's just when you get that really dense, heavy fog in the same image as you. Because like right now, there's not a whole lot of fog right where I'm at, but you can definitely see the fog out there, but everything right here is not surrounded in fog. So it's not looking terrible at all. Let's see over here. If we start getting in through here. Get up here a little bit. See, now look, when you look out there into those trees, I get what they're talking about. I definitely get what they're talking about. And yeah, that fog really does kind of... Ooh, piece of candy. I don't know, guys. Yeah, so... It definitely looks softer, but it definitely looks like a sharper 4K for sure. But yeah, obviously that fog... I think it's the fog. I don't necessarily think it's the vegetation. I think it's the fog that's giving us that look. Yeah, you look out there into all that fogged area that doesn't have like... You see, this looks fine. But then you get out there, it looks bad. But then even a little bit in here, some of that lines, that PSSR is... See, this is the thing. The PSSR, I don't think it looks anywhere as bad as checkerboard rendering did. Checkerboard rendering was bad. I wonder how the nighttime is going to affect it. Because it is getting to be darker. Yeah, I think it's just the fog, my friends. I mean, maybe if Ubisoft can get rid of that fog, like push the fog layer back just a little bit more to kind of obscure that just a little bit more, I think it might be all right. I mean, it doesn't look like it affects the... It's almost like it doesn't affect... It's starting to get dark, so it's not affecting the night as much. It doesn't affect the dark. I don't know, guys. I don't think that looks horrible at night. Yeah, I think it just boils down to that fog stuff. That fog looks a little bit freaking... definitely makes it look like blurry and fuzzy. I don't know. I kind of feel like PSSR is doing a fairly decent job. Obviously, it's having a hard time resolving fog. That's probably why you don't see it in Horizon Forbidden West. Because that game, Horizon Forbidden West and Horizon Zero Dawn, they have a lot of fog in there. That's why I feel like they're not using PSSR in those games. They're just using brute force and optimizing it better for it. Because honestly, if they got rid of the fog in this game, I think it would look absolutely fine. Like I feel like the edges are being resolved very finely, very nicely. Yeah. I honestly feel like it's the fog. I feel like the fog is what is causing the instability in the trees and stuff. Because you notice how it's not as bad at nighttime. It doesn't necessarily like... I mean, obviously the trees flicker. Huh. Yeah, to me that makes it sound... Because like, watch, let's go back inside for a minute. So you start getting into an area where there's no fog, and boom, everything just looks absolutely beautiful. This looks clean. Even the fog in here don't look bad. Let's see up here. Might have to zoom in 500% to see it over there. I mean, you can kind of see this wall right here kind of flicker moving. Crawling. But that kind of just looks like fog slash freaking film grain. It's almost like that film grain effect. You know, all I can say is if you don't want a PS5 Pro, don't buy a PS5 Pro. Play the shit at 864p. Who gives it? I mean, I don't care. I would rather play this than play this at 864p, to be completely honest with you. This looks significantly better. Yeah, you do get that fuzz and the fog, but I think that's what it is, obviously. But to me, yeah, it really just kind of feel like everybody's just out there to try to trash the PS5 Pro no matter what they can do. I mean, honestly, everything in front of me, everything that I need to see, I can see. I mean, we're on an alien planet that looks freaking... Yeah. I think we should be a little bit more worried about like performance. But everything in front of me looks pretty crisp, pretty clean. So I don't necessarily see this as a bad thing. I don't really think this is terrible. A lot of people might, but yeah, I mean, I could definitely see why people would be like, ugh. Because when you get in those heavily fogged areas and it's kind of got like, you know, there's not a lot of brightness to brighten it up. Yeah, it can look rather like pixelated for sure. Like that was looking fairly pixelated in that tree line. But now right now, like why it's dark, it's not as bad. Like it doesn't look pixelated or whatever in like these trees and stuff. But yeah, I can understand why people like this one here does make it kind of easy for people to nitpick. That's for sure. That is for sure. But I mean, if you get rid of the fog, then you get rid of the atmosphere. So I don't know. I kind of see Ubisoft's dilemma too. You know, trying to make a game like this that literally brings freaking the 4090 and other GPUs to its knees with ray tracing and everything. I don't know, man. This is one of the best looking games made. So, yeah, the fact that PS5 Pro can actually do as good as it's doing right now, I'm not disappointed with that. This is a $700 console, and this actually looks fairly decent. When I played this on Series X, and it literally looked worse than 1080p, it looked like it was 540p, like it was so soft and so blurry. This is at least not soft. This actually looks fairly crisp. Yeah, pretty nice amount of detail. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Yeah, I just kind of feel like people are going out of their way to try to hate on PS5 Pro, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.